Come set up my gift wrap station with me. Every time I mentioned my gift wrap station, I had so many questions, so here it is. I was tired of digging things out every time I wanted to wrap a gift, so I made it decorative. This is the after, but let's go back and set it all up. I started off with this vintage Costco step stool that I found at the flea market. The first items I added were labels. These are all thrifted, and I tried to get the oldest ones that I could find. Some of them are very, very cool. I haven't paid full price for Christmas labels, and I can't even tell you how long. So make sure you check your local thrift store for these. And no, they don't have the sticky on them, but I find taping them is just fine. Plus, you can reuse them sometimes. I just adore the designs. I am also a fan of putting lots of ribbon and embellishments on presents, and so I have a lot of ribbon colors and textures to pick from. This box is just for loose ribbon that's not in a big roll and stuff that I definitely want to use. That vintage green is my absolute favorite. And as I said, I love putting embellishments on my gifts, so in this 1983 tin, I put some bells and some other embellishments. Last year, the thrift store had these little vintage pieces from different, I'm going to guess, garlands, and I purchased them for like $0.25 and I put them on gifts. This year, I also found this vintage ornament hanger box, and I didn't know what to do with it, but I wanted to display it, so I put it there. Next is a basket for tissue paper that I try to reuse, some gift boxes, and this cute little Santa bag. I have other boxes in the garage, but I wanted to put these in the station. I do occasionally use bows as well, and so I put them in this basket to keep them from getting smashed. Have I mentioned I use a lot of ribbon? I will also recollect ribbon from people or from my family after they're done opening their gifts. It's probably a bit too much, but I love reusing it, especially some of these really pretty ones. So these are all from last year, even this vintage Tom and Jerry ribbon, and so I wanted to put them in the bag to see if I could use them again. In this other 1980s tin, I put smaller bells. And in the final little tin, I have these brass rings, which you've seen me use on other gifts before. Stay tuned on how I use those. For the last piece, I have this silverware basket that I have just added some ribbon to. Now I'm adding scissors, a pen, pencil, and a cutter. For the middle, I do add several things of Scotch tape because my kids are always walking away with them. Here's some smaller spools of ribbon. And then once I turn it around, I add some bigger ribbon to this part. I have several more spools of ribbon that I'm going to use for my other gift wrap station, and I will keep in storage until I need it. Can you tell I absolutely love that vintage green? I also try to have different thicknesses of red velvet. So that is the main part, and so now we add the gift paper. Last year I kept fighting them coming unrolled, and so I broke down and I bought the slap bracelets. I decided on the black silicone bracelets because they don't slide and they hold it very nicely. I debated whether I should do white or black, and I just landed on black. I'm not sure why. Maybe I should have gone with the white. But this has been a game changer for me as far as pulling them out. The wood base that I'm putting them in is an old plant holder where the top broke, and so it works perfectly for this, and I love the design. And a lot of these are vintage rolls, not all of them, but a lot. And I'm saving my favorites for the front. This one I like, but it's just short, so it's also going in front. I have 2 rolls of this type of paper. It reminds me of holiday affairs, so I don't use that one. And this is one of my older rolls. I bought a pack of 4 off of eBay, and I just love them so much. They're so beautiful, definitely mid-century. And I get asked if I use my vintage paper. These 2 rolls, I don't. I just can't bear to. I love them so much. And so that is it, my functional yet easy to look at gift wrap station. I could sit right next to it and do all of my wrapping while watching TV or listening to records. Thanks for coming along, guys.